There may be many who mimic, and even more who are skeptic. Let's get specific. I'm Cryptic. Hey guys, it's Cryptic with Cryptic Gamer 417, bringing you guys dual commentary today on the status of Call of Duty. Guys, I'm bringing you a special guest today. It's my younger brother. He goes by the handle of Sting. It's his PSN ID handle at the moment, and he's very soon going to be starting his own YouTube channel. So when that happens, I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for joining today, man.
I'm glad to be here.
So I believe the status of Call of Duty right now, guys, is that we are in limbo. It's been several years, in my opinion, since we've had a good game, and that's just how I feel about the status of Call of Duty. But, you know, enough about that. I want to ask my younger brother, for you guys, the viewers, man, what really got you into Call of Duty?
Well, we started playing Call of Duty, you, me, and a guy named WCW Forever, around 2009. We went on to Call of Duty as just kind of an experiment. We'd only played SmackDown vs. Raw, and we wanted to kind of extend our online gaming. So we went to first-person shooter, and the first game I personally played was Modern Warfare 2, which to date still stands as the best Call of Duty for me. And
hands down. Go ahead.
And it was by far the most fun experience I've had in a game. I mean, probably in my whole life. There was just such a huge difference going from a simple wrestling game to this high action, high pressure game running around with guns. And so it really, I think, spoiled all of us in a way, but me hugely. I mean, you could just do so much in that game that was amazing. Then, you know, it kind of died down a little bit for the hype, I think, when the new SmackDown vs. Raw game came out, because we again focused on that, but it seemed like no matter how excited we got about a new game, we always went back to Call of Duty. Then we started getting excited about the Call of Duties, and I would then go home and play them on my own system, and just, I don't think that there's ever been a game for me that competes with the Call of Duty series.
I totally agree. The only thing that I can believe that has ever competed was the first multiplayer game we had, which you mentioned earlier was the SmackDown vs. Raw series, but it was only the first one, which was 2009. But the Call of Duty franchise has had a special place in our heart until, I'd say, the last couple of years, where they took that, yeah, you like that one little piece right there. I seen that face. But yeah, like Call of Duty has just, in my opinion, has dropped off recently in the adrenaline rush aspect and just the things you could do. They added a lot of things, yes, game-changing things in their opinion, but it was a lot of stuff we didn't ask for, a lot of stuff that wasn't needed. Well, I guess what I'm going to ask you, brother, you're younger than me. We do have different tastes in a lot of things when it comes to gaming. In your opinion, is the Call of Duty franchise suffering as much as I think it is? Was any of this stuff needed, or is most of it just junk?
Well, I don't think that necessarily they've done this on purpose, but mostly what they have produced over the last couple of years has been, here's something new, and we're going to present it to you like it's something you've wanted. We didn't really ask to be able to leap high into the sky. We wanted more specific things, but they didn't necessarily do what was bad for us. They just did what they thought was good for them.
Well, you know, I completely agree with you on that. I understand at the end of the day it's business and all, and they got to make profits and stuff like that. So they're going to put, like you said earlier, they're going to put stuff in it that makes the trailer look all nice and shiny and gets more pre-orders and stuff, you know. But at the end of the day, I just don't think they really tried hard enough to have a way to reach us. I agree with you that they didn't really truly mean to try to mess up the franchise, but I honestly know that they didn't try hard enough to find out what we wanted. With that stated, over the last few years, I know we have different opinion kind of on Modern Warfare 3. I think you said that the only reason you liked it so much was it got you back into Call of Duty quite a bit after taking a long break from it. But the thing is Modern Warfare 3 put a bad taste in my mouth because it just didn't live up to its successor. After the last couple years of things they've added, things that's been put in that we didn't need, and like you brought up Advanced Warfare's exo movements, oh my god, don't even want to get into that. Do you think that with all these things, even if they had the best intentions, that Call of Duty itself, its reputation as a franchise, as the number one, has taken a hit to its reputation? Do you think it has actually lost some respect?
I absolutely believe that. You used to be able to brag about the fact that you played Call of Duty, and everyone would listen. Well, hey, what's your KD? What's your favorite game mode? What maps do you like to run? Things like that. And now people are just, when you tell them, oh yeah, I'm playing Call of Duty, it's, why aren't you playing this game? Why aren't you playing that game? Instead of all the exciting stuff about Call of Duty. And that is because the reputation of this game went from the first-person shooter to one of those decent first-person shooters that you play on the weekends.
Yeah, I kind of feel that that's a major problem for me. And you can chime in anytime you want to agree here. I know we're having technical difficulties with the mic right now. It's giving us issues pausing. So that's why things kind of seem odd right now, guys. Don't know how to work everything right now. You guys know about the no computer issue. Sheriff Factory's being lovely and giving us a million little things. Thank God it's not on Microsoft, though. Probably be transforming and bitch slapping us. Anyway, chime in anytime here if you want. I completely agree with that last statement, though, you made about it going to a weekend fun thing. The last couple of games, man, I cannot play them for more than an hour or two at a time.
Yeah, it's next to impossible to fully get into them.
Yeah, I remember losing sleep over Modern Warfare 2, over Black Ops 1. Losing sleep.
Yeah.
Getting into prestige wars with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drinking coffee, you drinking energy drinks, just to see who could get fucking higher. You win at the end, I'll give you that. You're younger and I end up having to do more crap, but you kick my ass, I'll give you that at the end. But
oh yeah,
those days are gone.
Yeah.
They have been. My question to you is, man, over our years, we have, since Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2 is really what got us into E3. I mean, Call of Duty is. We found out, we asked, when can we see Call of Duty the first? When can we see it? We were noobs, we didn't know nothing. Guy at GameStop said, you gotta watch E3, you gotta watch the Microsoft press conference. Now we don't gotta watch the Microsoft press conference. Now Sony has it, and all the fanboys of Xbox can deal with what we dealt with. I'm not sitting there saying it's fair, I'm sitting there saying that it's our turn. That's all I'm saying. We had to put up with it, now you do. That's all there is to it. No, crying about it's not going to change it. Trust us, we went through it. Okay, cry about it all you want. It's not going to change. It's a multi-million-dollar contract. They're not going to change because you're upset. Okay, we've been there. Now, at the end of the day, you and me, after learning this, E3, Gamescom, all that stuff, how many thousands of hours before a new Call of Duty came out do you think we have wasted of our lives? Watching trailers over and over, watching gameplay of people like Ali A, other people, just anybody who was playing the game early that they got to put it on YouTube in any way. How many hours of this did we watch, and did we not get pretty good at figuring out roughly what our final assessment of the game was going to be?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I remember getting yelled at by multiple figures that I was living with about how often YouTube was on our television with somebody talking about the new Call of Duty game on it. I remember every hour of those E3s just waiting for Call of Duty to be announced. And I mean, it's crazy how much we truly pay attention to what is going on when these new games come out. And I think that's really the reason that we get such good instincts as to whether or not we're going to play the game for fun or play the game the way we believe Call of Duty is meant to be played.
Yeah, competitively, with a sprinkle of fun. I mean, you should be having fun the entire time, but you should be able to be competitive about it at the same time.
Exactly.
I have one major question for you. Until we get the game, it's always in the air. We can always be wrong. We've been wrong before. As of most recent, we were off a good chunk on Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
The XO movement kind of got us, ooh, it's shiny. You know, but we quickly realized it wasn't just us. A lot of people had problems with that game. But from what you've seen, I have personally played the game. You haven't yet.
Right.
And I feel bad that you didn't get a chance. You had a lot of stuff going that weekend. And, you know, sorry about all that. But I played the beta, but you have watched probably a couple hundred hours of beta gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
And I've played it. They know my feelings on this. Do you think that this, if not challenge, even if it can't challenge Modern Warfare 2, because Modern Warfare 2 is the pinnacle game in our opinion, do you think that this game, with what you've seen so far, if they don't alter too much between now and launch, has the final potential to properly restore Call of Duty to a respectable first-person shooter? Do you think it can put it back on top of its pedestal again if they stay with what they're doing right now?
Well, I think that first, because there is now a, 4 or 5 year...
3-year cycle.
3-year cycle,
Yeah.
sorry. This is Treyarch's new game.
Yes, this is their
This
first
is
game of the 3-year cycle for Treyarch.
The game they got to work harder on than usual.
For 3 full years, and we see what they can do in 3 years.
Yeah. And from the looks of it, of course, I like to watch more than just the gameplay. I like to watch all the guys who analyze every single thing that happens in their video. And I like to analyze it with them. And just from all of that, I think this is the game that brings Call of Duty back. As for competing with Modern Warfare 2, I think with 5, maybe 6 years of nostalgia behind Modern Warfare 2 now, there's not really gonna be a game that is able to compare to it. But I think that as for new Call of Duty games, this is going to be the stand-up game. This is going to be the one that is the Modern Warfare 2 of this era. It's going to, everything in the future is going to come back. Was it as good as Black Ops 3? And it's going to put Call of Duty back on the map. From what I can see, that is my opinion on it. It's absolutely bringing Call of Duty back.
You know, I can see where you're getting with that. The problem is they're also going to have to market this to a lot of a new generation, like you said. And this is going to be the game that sets the standard for a lot of people. This is going to be the first COD for people. The first COD is always your favorite. Doesn't matter what it is. But at the end of the day, I believe that this 3-year cycle that we were so big against is not going to hurt us. I want to be the first to admit I was wrong. Treyarch, you definitely needed the time. And I cannot wait to see if Infinity Ward can once again be the company we knew when we get their first 3-year product next year. Man, thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to have you back on here.
Absolutely, I can't wait to be back.
All right, man. Hey, keep a lookout for him when his new channel drops, and I will keep you guys updated on Twitter and on here. And thanks for watching, guys, and you know the rest of the routine. This has been Cryptic with Cryptic Gamer. I want to send a special thank you out to the other commentator today. I look forward to having you back on the channel soon.